bigger name for themselves.
Wait, hold on. Is this before top 32? 'Cause I feel like these two are playing kind of early.
No, this is top 32.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. All right.
Yeah, so Chunky did very well throughout the pools, but like you said, Sonido off to the races.
Yeah, already has that 20% lead on him.
Yeah, and again, Chunky cannot be too content sitting in the corner against Sonido because Sonido is more than happy to challenge him in that space and wail on his shield.
Another thing is that like Sonido has one of the best corner pressures in Georgia, in my opinion. Like, of course, it's going to be Cola first with the Roy, but Sonido is really good at kind of like holding you in place. So again, if you're going to put yourself in like a place where you have less stage control, Sonido is going to capitalize as much as possible.
Absolutely, and one thing that we have seen Sonido do especially well when he's playing against someone who is more campy, a little more analytical, similar to Chunky, he'll take time to wait and see what your options are to use to stall out neutral. Like Chunky is using these volleyballs to try and stall out disadvantage, and he'll wait and start option selecting as Sonic, saying, okay, fine, you may cover with volleyball at this height, but I'm going to keep you pinned in the corner like I have right now and just gimp you with the spring.
Another thing I want to consider is that, you know, of course, the two best Sonics in the Southeast being Wrath and Sonido. Wrath being the more campy Sonic, you got to imagine these two talk to each other a lot. So Sonido knows how to deal with that more patient playstyle no matter the character. So that's another factor that could come into play here, dealing with Chunky's camping.
Yeah, but one thing we do have to give Chunky a little bit of props for is that he has done a very good job of kind of sharking Sonido's aerial approaches and controlling him on the ground. So I do think there is a way for Sonido to zone break eventually, but once he gets in, it's like you said earlier, Trent, he gets a rapid 30%, like it is nothing, and that is going to quickly add up to a kill.
I feel like that's something that people don't respect so much with Sonic. They're like so worried about him camping that they don't actually realize how much damage this character does.
Oh, absolutely.
Like spin charge alone, that's a quick 20%, and then it combos into all of his aerials, and then that's more damage. And now you're in disadvantage. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, Chunky needs to start finding a way to close out these stocks. Letting Sonic live for 170 is a recipe for
Yeah,
disaster.
170 after hit. That's crazy for Sonic.
Absolutely, and now Chunky just stalling off stage with that.
What a catch! What a catch!
Great job by Sonido calling out with the back air. We know Chunky has been jumping off his ledge a little bit throughout this set, but there is a way for him to maintain this type of lead. And look, now, like you said, Sonido's fine just waiting. He'll say, fine, I can turn on or off my playstyle and shift depending on how you want to play this game or what options you are presenting to me.
That was an instant dash attack. Wow. That could be some damage. I would like to see another up air there from Sonido to possibly extend the juggle, but he actually managed to get another hit regardless, so I can't really say anything there.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we do have to take a little bit of note of is I don't think there are many weak fits within our specific region that are on Chunky's level. And like you said, despite Wrath being a very campy player, it's a totally different ballgame when you are looking at someone like Chunky. Sonido, obviously very prepared, a very talented player, PGR level.
Ooh.
But this is the chance for him to try and close out a stock early, take Chunky out. Nobody wants to have Wii Fit with Rage, and just like that.
Got rid of the Rage. Just like that. He just knew exactly where he was going to be. So let me find this back real quick, close out the stock. Not have to deal with Wii Fit with Rage. The deep breathing is basically Rage. So even though he's at 0, he has the kill power.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. The tilts from Wii Fit are so
F-tilt, dude. Oh my gosh. Forward tilt?
Yeah. And we see Chunky is committing to this style of no approach whatsoever. Even with a stock deficit, Chunky doesn't want to approach.
This is going to be a lot of damage, though. Gets caught with the spin charge into the, whatchamacallit, homing attack.
Yeah. Okay, close.
Good tech. And that's actually going to put Chunky in a worse position.
Yeah, and right now, I don't know if I like Chunky swinging this much.
Okay,
but the F-tilt, closing it out. So Chunky, I think, does have to go for a little bit more of a grab-oriented gameplay. We haven't seen him trying to mix that option in much at all. But then again, Sonido isn't really giving that option at all.
Yeah, because, like, again, Sonic's ground speed, again, being the fastest character of the game, if you want to try and sit back and charge that, he can kind of just run at you and threaten oh my gosh, he went for it. He can kind of just run at you and threaten offense and be like, okay, I got to stop charging this, I got to respect that now.
Absolutely. And one thing that we're seeing Chunky do right now is trying to call out the space around what Sonido wants to threaten. So Chunky has done a good job calling out Sonido's burst radius, but once Sonido is fully inside of Chunky's threat zone, we've seen him close out this situation numerous times.
Oh, dash attack. Interesting.
As long as Chunky isn't trying to jump greedy right now, this could be a very close game.
Yeah, I was about to say, the first one to commit's going to eat a lot of damage. Sonido going for that dash attack. Not really ill-advised right there.
Yeah.
Oh my, he was going for some sort of setup.
Yeah, that was the header cancel that we were talking about a little bit earlier, Trout. And right now, Chunky in the center stage, dash attack. Could this be the end?
I'm going to be brutally honest here. I'm not liking the dash attack from either of these players at such a last-hit situation.
No, I think it is a very committal option, like you mentioned, and what we do need to see.
There it is.
Good job from Sonido closing it out. But if you are Chunky, you do have to take solace in how you performed overall throughout this game. I wouldn't try to give Sonic as much of a stage, maybe see what he leaves open for me. I think Smashville could be valuable.
I think Smashville would be great. Smashville or Battlefield. But like those are two stages that Sonic loves to ban. And I wouldn't take Sonido to town. I think Kalos could be another pretty even stage between these two. Just because like even though it is giving Sonic a little bit more space, it's also giving Wii Fit a little bit more space. It's kind of like it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, you don't want to give Wii Fit too much space, but you also don't want to give Sonic too much space as well. So it becomes a stalemate like we saw on PS2. So we are going to Battlefield, much like we mentioned, trying to shorten that stage so Sonic doesn't have as much.
I love this pick. I don't agree with Sonido for not banning it.
Yeah, you know, maybe Sonido has some type of extensions that he knows about that we're not thinking about on that metal level. But
yeah, actually something I didn't consider is he can probably just stand on those platforms while Wii Fit's throwing stuff at him. And not have to worry about his shield getting damaged all that much.
Yeah, and we know that the Wii Fit volleyball isn't necessarily going to be angled down too much with the way Chunky has been playing.
Oh, wow, he actually knocked that away. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of clanking situations that we've seen throughout this set. But Chunky has to be a little more respectful of Sonido's options in disadvantage, where he's covering on this ledge.
Sonido got a quick 35. Has him in the corner, and this is where he's been excelling, getting those ledge shots. That's actually how he closed out game one there.
Ooh.
These trades, too. Sonido slowly inching his way back.
Yeah, we saw this against his set with Frozen. Sonido's pressure in the corner is unrivaled, like you said, only by Cola in this stage. There is so much pressure that Sonido...
Chunky's been on the left side of the stage for a minute here, and he's taking so much damage because of it.
Yeah, and there's another spring game, so you have to be a little bit worried if you are weak.
He's gone. He's gone.
So Sonido put Chunky in disadvantage for almost 40 seconds.
That entire second half of his stock was played on the left side of the stage in the corner, but Chunky's able to bring it right back and only taking 9%.
Oh, absolutely. But like we
he's gone. No, he's gone because
Sonido's
Sonido's on top of him. Oh, no, he let go. Okay.
Well, like we mentioned, that deep breathing is essentially rage for free with Wii Fit. And if you get clipped by an up smash at kill percent with deep breathing, you're gone.
Oh, he's in that corner again. Don't want to be here. We already saw how deadly that was in the first stock.
Yeah, and we've also seen that Sonido has done a very good job covering any type of get up or get up attack, air dodge to the ledge with the F smash on Sonic.
Yeah.
And Sonido is just doing such a phenomenal job of trying to cover and make everything.
Oh, no, you can't do that option again. That's what he picked last time.
Yeah, and that's what we mentioned. Sonido, when you're playing against a player of this caliber, Trev, you can't give them that much information and say, this is my habit when I am on ledge, and I'm going to choose this option again. Players like that are very intelligent and will quickly make a snap decision to punish your bad habit.
And so, he just knew exactly what to do. He said, oh, I know my forward smash is going to reach here. I know exactly what option I can pick, and I'm going to kill you with it at this percent.
And again, Chunky
very
playing on
unfortunate
the
trade
right
there.
side of the stage for most of this stock.
Yeah. Took 40% trying to get off the ledge. No bueno.
Yeah, well, what I've seen from this is Sonido has not given Chunky stage control at all. This has been Sonido dominating the center and whatever corner he decides to pin Chunky to throughout the course of this game.
Like he's either held center stage or he's just ledge chopped him. It's never been actual, okay, I'm going to reset neutral. It's always been your back is to the corner and I'm facing you. You're going to have to hold that. There it is.
Yeah, and Sonido, once again, pressuring Chunky throughout the course of the corner. It is immaculate pressure from Sonido, advancing to the top 16 portion of winners. So we got Stain and Peeb coming up.
Oh boy. So Stain has been going through another character crisis of his. I think he said he was going with like